And the two cherubs. The cherubs were in the form of two angels, facing each other, with wings outstretched over the ark. Inside the ark were the tablets of the covenant, the first tablets, which were broken by Moses, and the second, unbroken tablets. The tablets and the broken tablets lie inside the ark. This is the place from which God's voice is heard. And I will speak to you from above the ark cover, between the two cherubs, which are above the ark of the covenant.
Shalom, good people. How are you? Veronica here. In today's video, I'm heading to a very, very unique place. A place that I've never visited, and a place that I've always desired to visit. That is Shiloh. Shiloh, the city of the Tabernacle. When the children of Israel came to the promised land from Egypt, they made a tent of meeting at Shiloh. That is recorded in Joshua chapter 18 verses 1. This is after they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. Let us read Joshua 18 verses 1. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled themselves together at Shiloh and set up the tent of meeting there. And the land was subdued before them. So at Shiloh, after they built the tent of meeting, then Joshua called the 12 tribes of Israel, the leaders, and divided the land. The tabernacle, or the tent of meeting, was at Shiloh for 369 years before it was stolen by the Philistines. And then afterwards, King Solomon built a temple in Jerusalem. So guys, let's tour Shiloh. It will be a road trip. Yes, I'll not keep you waiting so much. So guys, thank you so much. Anyway, I love you so much, and thank you for your support. I love you. So let's head to Shiloh, the city of Tabernacle, the meeting place of God and man, man with God, and man. Love you guys. Shiloh is in West Bank, so that is where we are heading. You know, there's this one popular story that maybe everyone, even you, when you think of Shiloh, this is a story that you associate with Shiloh. It's about Hannah, the woman who was barren for many years. She was the wife of Elkanah. Elkanah was a man who had two wives, Peninnah, who had children, and Hannah, who was barren or barren. And she went to Shiloh. Let us read something. I like reading the Bible. When we read the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1, we find that the Bible records that there was once a man who lived in Ramathaim, Lama. His name was Elkanah or Elkanah. He had two wives. The first wife was Hannah, and the second wife was Peninnah or Peninnah. Peninnah had children, Hannah did not have. And every year this man went from his hometown up to Shiloh to worship and offer a sacrifice to God. Eli and his two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, served as the priests of God there. When Elkanah sacrificed, he passed helpings from the sacrificial meal allowed to his wife Peninnah and all her children, but he always gave an especially generous helping to Anna because he loved her so much. And because God has not, and because God had not given her children, but her rival wife taunted her cruelly, rubbing it in it, and never letting her forget that God had not given her children. This went on every year after year. Every time she went to the sanctuary of God, she could expect to be taunted. Hannah was reduced to tears and had no appetite. Her husband, Elkanah, said, "Oh, Hannah, why are you crying? Why aren't you eating? And why are you so upset? Am I not more worth to you than 10 sons?" So Hannah ate. Then she pulled herself together, slipped away quickly, and entered the sanctuary. The priest, Eli, was on duty at the entrance of God's temple in the customary seat. Clashed in soul, Hannah prayed to God and cried and cried. Then she made a vow. "O God of the angel armies, if you take a good, hard look at my pain, if you'll quit neglecting me and going into action for me by giving me a son, I'll give him completely and reserved to you. I'll set him apart for a life of holy discipline." Anyway, so the story continued, and you know, guys, what happened afterwards? Hannah was blessed with Samuel, and this Samuel became the first judge of Israel and a prophet. And it's recorded that Samuel ruled throughout the northern and the south, from the northern side to the southern, and he was diligent in whatever he did. Shiloh, I call it a place of provision, a place where the Shekinah glory of God used to come and meet people at their point of need.
So, gising na kayo, the Shiloh is in the back of this mountain. Again, before. Long time, we never came back in this place. Priest. The high priest in Shiloh.
Ali.
Hip hip! No energy. Boss? Ken. Not today, boss. Not come there today.
Let's come there.
In the cemetery of Ari Cemetery.
Cemetery there, the left side.
Yes, the name of Ari.
We used to go there in the tomb. Tomb of Eli or Eli, the high priest, during the Old Testament time here in Shiloh. The Israelites gathered at Shiloh and set up the tabernacle during the time of Joshua when they conquered this land of the Canaanites. Shiloh became the spiritual center of the Israelite people in those days. That's why here in Shiloh they set up the tabernacle. Okay, so tabernacle, later on it was upgraded. That's the word, or it was well developed during the time of Solomon, and they have the temple in Jerusalem.
called the City of Tabernacle.
Ito na, Dar. Naik kasi na, Pastor.
לשובה.
זה פרויקט בשנה שעשה ספר ממש שולי, 20,000 מותקים. לא,
Ancient Shiloh. I have to buy one of these.
בסדר, רק שאנחנו נתמקם שירותים.
The Tabernacle.
אהלן, מה נשמע?
Dance. Eso.
Dito muna tayo.
Lavi. Shimon. Reuben. Naphtali.
Marami pa kayo. Hindi ko alam kung yung pinakatawag dyan sa ganyan. Ito yung pinaka-shofar talaga.
Ay, hindi shofar.
Shofar din pero hindi pa rin yung pinaka-exact. Yan, let's go muna tayo dito.
Guys, welcome to Shiloh, ancient Shiloh.
the division of the land of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Okay. So where are we now? Ephraim, Shiloh. Is the central part of the promised land. All this is the central part of the promised land.
Main point of interest that you need to reach is this tower, okay, number 9. Okay, number 9 in your map. So Haroe Tower, okay. So in that area you can have the best panoramic area of the surrounding of Shiloh, okay. So this place, let me give you some information. In all the places in the Old Testament account, Shiloh is the most important place of all, okay. So this is the center of life of the people of Israel during the reign of Joshua as the leader of Israel, and this is the center of the spiritual life of the people of Israel. So here in Shiloh, the tabernacle was set up during the time of Joshua, and from this valley you can see, you can internalize, and you can imagine the Israelites at the top of the mountain. Every now and then when they have a gathering or when there is a program in the tabernacle, so everybody from the top of the mountain, they are seeing, looking what is happening here in the tabernacle in Shiloh. And the best, actually, one of the best story also that happened here is concerning the life of Hannah, who gave birth to Samuel, and then Samuel grew up here with Eli, and then Eli is the priest who administered to the tabernacle here in Shiloh. And Eli has 2 sons, but the problem with the sons of Eli, they are they're, what is this? They are committing a sin of sacrilege in the tabernacle, and because of that, God was wroth upon the sons of Eli, and Eli didn't do anything to prevent his children from committing sin in the tabernacle. So as a punishment, God cut down the continuity of the priesthood in the family of Eli, and it was soon transferred to Samuel, who became the great prophet of the land of Israel, or of the people of Israel, and he became the first judge, the first ever judge of Israel. And according to the biblical narratives, Samuel was a well-known servant of God to the south border of Israel, and even to the northern end of Israel, to the Dan. So God made him very famous from here, and as a leader of the nation of Israel in those days. So some of the details we will discuss in the bus. So for now, because of our limited time, Yala, let's explore the place. So from time to time, just check your map, okay?
Okay.
To find out where you are. All right? Yala ma habibi. Larga. Okay.
In a wine press.
Huh? All right. So some places ay mayroong mga mark wine press. So that one is olive press. So nandun din naman. Okay.
We'll come back like this or no?
Yeah, we will.
And this one, water pool.
Water pool. To the tabernacle to perform their ritual rites, they are required to take a cleansing purification. So that's why here there is a source of water for their bathing or cleansing. Also in Jerusalem, it's the same thing. Before they enter the temple, there are mikvahs or ritual baths, because purification is a must before entering the temple. Okay.
Hologram of Mishkan. Oh, the hologram of the tabernacle.
That's very important.
seven-branched menorah, which stood in the south across from the table, were kindled. The menorah was made of a single piece of solid gold and ornamented with flower-like cups, buds, and blossoms. At the tip of every branch was a receptacle into which pure olive oil was poured. Ever since, the menorah has been one of the symbols of the Jewish nation. Only once a year, on Yom Kippur, the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, entered the Holy of Holies. In the Holy of Holies stood the Ark of the Covenant, on top of which were the curtain and the two cherubs. The cherubs were in the form of two angels, facing each other, with wings outstretched over the Ark. Inside the Ark were the tablets of the covenant, the first tablets, which were broken by Moses, and the second, unbroken tablets. The tablets and the broken tablets lie inside the Ark. This is the place from which God's voice is heard. And I will speak to you from above the Ark cover, between the two cherubs, which are above the Ark of the Covenant. The Tabernacle is a place of meeting, where man meets himself, where man meets his brothers and his people, where man meets his Creator. There is much more to it than meets the eye. The clues and secrets hidden in every part of the Tabernacle and its vessels are many and lofty. For 369 years, the Tabernacle dwelt in Shiloh until the city was destroyed by the Philistines. It then wandered until Solomon built the temple in Jerusalem. But to this very day it is said, if you stand where the Tabernacle stood and take a deep, deep breath, you can smell, if only for a moment, the scent of the incense, which still suffuses the walls. to Shiloh. For 369 years, here beneath us was the first capital of the 12 tribes of Israel. Before the kings of Israel, before Jerusalem, 12 brothers went down to Egypt, and after hundreds of years in exile, the 12 tribes make the way back to the land of Israel. And building here in Shiloh the Mishkan, the holy tabernacle, where God dwells, where heaven and earth meet.
I feel humbled to be in this place, and I feel, you know, I feel something in my spirit. I'm telling you, I don't know. I know you guys, when you watch the video, you felt something. Wow. Anyway, guys, be blessed, and I love you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for subscribing. I'm humbled, and I love you so much, guys. I'll see you again in a few days time. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you. It's too windy. It's very windy, and the battery of my camera, both three of them are dead now. Battery low, because today we have been traveling to different places, and I'm taking a video with my phone. So guys, that's why you can hear the wind, and it's too strong. So bear with me, guys. Please, in your comment section, don't say that, that the wind is disturbing you from hearing. If there was something I could have done, I could have, but I didn't have an alternative. Bear with me, guys. Next time, maybe I'll buy another battery. I think I need to buy more batteries for the camera. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Wow, that was, very rich.